Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today we are playing for the people, continue playing for the people. My name is Dmitry and we are playing as our alter ego, Monsieur River. Let's finish our day and go straight to the next day. Okay. This reputation decreases because I made them work overtime. But what can we do? We need to appreciate reputation with the party. Monday, September 19th. Oh, we got a phone call. River is on the line. Colonel Chester is calling. May I connect you? Yes, thank you, Helen. Hello, Comrade River. I'm calling about the rally. Hello, Comrade Colonel. How did it go? As expected, troublemakers led by Reed went to the square. Several organizers were promptly detained from leaving their homes. Reed turned out to be smarter. He didn't spend the night at home and appeared on the square incognito. Once he took the megaphone and began to call for a general strike, we used the water cannons. They dispersed the people rather quickly, but Reed was protected by some especially brave workers. We arrested all of them for a few days. They will sit there and wait for a court decision. Very well, Comrade Colonel. I hope there were no casualties. Comrade River, it's easy to intimidate people. Showing strength is enough. Well, maybe a couple of especially violent activists got a baton to the face, but it's a trifle. They will sit in the detention center and think about their behavior. And what if they start complaining? Where will they complain, Comrade River? To the Integrity Division? Let them complain. Good. Reed is no longer a threat. That's not exactly true, Comrade River. Organization of an unauthorized rally and participation in it, even resistance to the police, are hardly worth more than a short arrest and a fine. And then he'll come out and continue to muddy the waters. We've already detained him earlier. I see your point, Comrade Chester. I'll think about it. Goodbye, Comrade River. Goodbye, Comrade Chester. Okay, so we have a problem. Do we know how to solve it? Probably yes. Okay, so let's now go and solve several crises we might have. Food crisis, solve. Solve. Oh, no, we can't solve it. Okay. Next, city court. Strike breaker. Oh, okay, this is about Reed, right? It seems that he is equally afraid of his former and current comrades, yet is unsure which of them might threaten him, but why. The agent was careless and revealed themselves, but still managed to find something. Oh, it's... we sent our agent. Yes. Sir Clark Orwell revealed himself. Okay. This is our trained agent from the Integrity Division, and even he revealed himself. Not so good. The agent followed the mysterious Union member all over the city and found out that Beauvoir avoids talking to anyone except when completely necessary and tries to keep his distance from party and Union members alike. Okay. So we need to capture Beauvoir somehow. Okay. There is something wrong here. We should cautiously find out what the Union thinks about Beauvoir. Okay, reasonable decision. It's time for him to face his fear. Let's send someone large and scary over. We'll see what Beauvoir says when he is pressed against the wall. This also makes sense, but do we really know enough about him? I don't think so. We'll arrange a small performance, have mysterious strangers approach Beauvoir, asking him to tell everything and stop this game. Of course, we need to make arrangements with those strangers in advance. Okay. So maybe we can go just old-fashioned way. We have big guy, Anthony Palm. Let him do the talking. Okay. And what do we have here? Bazaar District of Comrade Francis River. Colonel John Chester. Comrade River. Currently, the Integrity Division is searching for Rudolph Kramer, a soldier who has run away from the military unit. Today we discovered that he went to his girlfriend, Barbara Soika. She screamed and tried to chase the deserter away. Kramer hit Barbara and took her hostage. Now he barricades himself in the apartment and demands some kind of nonsense, like live TV broadcasts or direct flight to the Bulgaria. Obviously, the guy is unwell with his head. Kramer also claims to have 2 grenades, although the military denies missing of any explosive. The risk to the hostage and the officers prevents me from ordering a direct assault. I suggest to take some time. In the meantime, we will request an urgent delivery of sleeping gas from the region. They will not deny our request as terrorism as a very serious matter. We'll put both the deserter and the girl to sleep and end the story. Okay, this sounds reasonable. What can be responded with? 12,000 coins. Government coins. This is long, expensive and unreliable. It's better to ask the military. They will probably have a rifle and a good sniper to use it. Comrade Chester has clearly watched too many spy movies, let alone the entire region. Well, do we really have to solve this problem? It's just one citizen with one other citizen. Even if something goes wrong, it's just local misfortune. I'm sure newspapers will not talk about this, because we are the newspaper. I need some money. I still need some money. You are not being paid for reading such nonsense. Yes, I am not. Actually, some citizens do not understand what you are being paid for at all. What? After the ugly shootout during Kramer's arrest, the amount of citizens who do not understand this has increased. Well, there were before who didn't understand what I'm doing. Common people are not really capable of understanding the great deed I'm trying to achieve. I don't expect of them to understand everything I want. Days before dispatch. Okay, so I assume that this 50 tubes, metal tubes, will give us some reputation, and we will be able to ask for more money. Okay, so let's lower this down a bit. 32, 32. Okay, so we need a lot of stuff. Let's start with oil. 6 here. All right, then we need some food. Some food. Medicine. Yes, I think we need medicine too. All right, some workers and some drinks. Okay. Okay, we need some more drinks. Let's go with this. Okay, so we will produce 32. We need to have 50. It means we can use 11 more metal tubes. So yeah, let's just get more workers. What is it? Is this worker power? Some kind of an abstract thing here. Okay, maybe not so many workers. Maybe just little workers. Like +0. Okay. So 32, 50 here. Okay. Seems good. Seems good. Let's go and look at Monsieur Poltrebet. Okay. So we saw something about all this. Okay. The young man has served a couple of years for... Oh, okay, these are all new. Okay, let's read them. As a young man, he served a couple of years for pickpocketing. He didn't seem to like it in prison, or he was taught not to get caught there. In any case, there is nothing else unlawful in his background. He works as a guard, drinks, but almost never skips work. In short, a model laborer with typical leisure time, vodka, herring, big politics. Big politics? That's the basis on which he became friend with Preston. However, on the day of his death, they quarreled and almost had a fight. Alas, our people see such quarrels too often to pay attention to them. I never found out what was the matter of the argument. All I know is that Preston, who escorted his body out, was still alive at about 3 o'clock. I don't know where he was after that either. Albert flatly refused to speak to me in a very rude manner. So is he dead? Or what? This is some kind of piece of bigger story. Let's read on. Clemens Campbell. An old acquaintance of ours, Captain Clemens Campbell, a neighbor of the former head of the post office. Yes, I was surprised too. The captain came to see Preston about an hour after the fight. Why? He is not a district policeman. In any case, their conversation lasted for 10 minutes, no more, and there were no visible consequences. After that, Preston was seen alive, so I don't think there will be anything to charge the captain with. Okay, so I think Preston is dead, and we are trying to understand who is the murderer. Oh, detective. Detective River. Social worker. On the same day, a young man was walking around Preston's house, tall, blonde, wearing a dark jacket. It seemed to me that he was conducting some kind of sociological survey about something communal. I never managed to find out whether it was about the light bulbs or the stairwell or about the water pressure. I have no idea who conducts such polls at our place. I called the livelihood committee. They say it wasn't them. He came the evening and apparently he was lazy to go to the upper floors. Residents there don't remember him. As darkness fell, my sources fled the benches to save themselves from mosquitoes, so I don't know when this guy left. Well, this social worker definitely seems rather suspicious. Very suspicious. Electricians. Also, 2 electricians came to the stairwell where Preston's apartment was. They were messing with the lights. Somebody cut the wires the day before Caleb's suicide. Caleb's suicide. A big coincidence, isn't it? Sorry, it's not British accent, it should be French accent here. Isn't it? What's more, they did their job so badly that soon the lights started to flicker. So a handyman from the 14th apartment had to finish the work with the representatives of the municipal services. Some say that he was swearing very hard. That's all. I hope I will be able to send you more letters. Paul Traube. Okay, Paul Traube. This Albert Abdijk, old friend. I think the social worker, others just seem incomplete. Very little information about all of them, but social worker, this little information and so suspicious. Let's go with the social worker. On the day of Kelly Preston's death, not a single city institution conducted any sociological service. A detailed survey of tenants by the police showed that the social worker asked different questions in different apartments. And an investigation is underway. Okay. We seem to solve this. Oh, and the first letter is also different each time. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't really notice it. I should read the letter next time. Okay, no one is coming. Who is this guy? Look at him. He has dark glasses and looking very cool with cool hair, probably with a gelled hair and all that. Okay. Oh, we have quite a low relationship with Bazaar district. Okay. Okay, who is this from? Klaus Herzog. Susan's Herzog father. Probably the name is of German origin. Do I know a German accent? Probably yes, but I wouldn't dare to try it now. Maybe later. Francis, do you have kids? I don't think so. You're almost a child yourself. But I had a daughter, Suzanne, Susie. My wife chose that name. I'd call the girl differently, but that's what cannot be undone. One day she didn't come back from a walk. At first we got angry, but when we got worried, then we panicked. When I had heard about the train crash, I immediately figured everything out. My wife was crying, refusing to believe it. I would refuse to believe it too, but I couldn't. They said, "We'll find your daughter. Don't worry." They told us there were no kids at the scene. They even believed it themselves at first. My wife believed this too, and I wish I could, but I couldn't. Then they found Susie. My little girl was thrown into some pit that was filled with garbage. I don't know what exactly she was doing at the railroad. They probably wouldn't have found her if it weren't for the smell of putrefaction. Lord, and her head. Oh my god. Very horrible so far. I was about to take a shotgun and end everything. At first I wanted to shoot myself, then I wanted to shoot somebody from your gang. From my gang? Sorry? I think you could be the one, Frank. What makes you worse than, let's say, Fernsby? What makes you better than my Susie? Whoa. But then I realized it wouldn't change anything. Nothing else is going to happen. Ever. I broke my shotgun and threw all the ammo in the pond. And then I wrote and sent this letter. What's the point? I want you to know. I want you to remember. I want you to never forget. Well, thank you, Klaus. Thank you, Klaus. You're like a Santa Claus. Very good. Nice present. But it's not winter right now. Sorry, not winter. Yeah, blah blah blah, not interesting. Money will not bring back this poor man's daughter, but it will help his family to get through their grief. Well, not. I'm terribly sorry, I really am. I don't think I can do anything. Well, I'm not really sorry. I just need more money. You expressed your condolences to the devastated and broken father. How thoughtful of you. Yeah, I didn't really want to express my condolences. Comrade River. Who is this from? Damien Bitter. A proletarian poet. Okay. Comrade River. My heart aches even though I'm only 55. Well, you're kind of old, Sir Bitter. It does not ache because of a disease. Oh, I would be relieved if it did. My heart goes out for the UPOC. This sensitive organ of mine is bleeding every single time I see something indecent, unworthy of the glorious land of the communes. And what does the worker see most often? Right, he sees his home. Home, sweet home. Not much to look at, but well built and fine. You are the ship that carries the tenant passengers to the bright future. So, where is the captain who controls my beautiful ship? Where is the helm he takes during evenings, days, and maybe even nights? It is the housing department, of course. Alas, not everyone deserves to be the captain. Not everyone understands the essence, the sacrificial heroism of such vocation. Sometimes the captain is not very clever. That is when the ships of buildings come into disrepair. Sometimes he's angry, stingy, and cooks the books to the misfortune of us, the tenant passengers. He could be honest, of course, and clever and a man of ideas, but the damage one bastard could make is worse than the deeds of 7 good men. Simply put, Comrade River, my building superintendent is a building super governor, a building super Kaiser, a building super tyrant. Just imagine, he takes my poems off the nearby bulletin board, saying that it is there for another purpose. But don't my poems praise the party? Don't my poems light the fire of the working people's hearts, as if other things could be more useful than such poems? Also, this charlatan is regularly taking money from us in order to paint the benches or to change light bulbs. Well, some things of that kind actually happen, but we are not any dumber than he is. We are well aware that in fact all the necessary money and more are provided by your glorious party. And Konrad Jagielski, this miserable human being, is putting the collected money in his pocket for sure. That is why I, the one who loves the commune with all my passionate soul of a mouthpiece of the revolution, would like to propose to bring the residential buildings all over the city under the party control. Of course, I do not expect a party member to be assigned to every single building to watch the citizens like a hawk, as quarterly inspections and communication with residents would be enough. I am sure it will not be a burden for the comrades, such a pleasurable activity. I suggest we start with my house. May my sweet home be greatly honored. Damien Bitter, a proletarian poet. Well, Damien, you sparked a light, a fire in my heart. You know, you ask just for 2,000 coins. Just 2,000 coins. This bastard John Chester asks for 12,000 coins or 20,000 coins, and for what? Not even for little piece of what you have written to me. This is so beautiful. I have never read a better poem in my life. What does he want? I will get right on it. Yes. Yes, please. Yes. You got sentimental and approved the poet's idea. The region was perplexed by your initiative, but they promised to consider the request. The superintendent of Bitter's building lost his job. For good. For good. Okay, Gloria Ridley. Okay. I don't think we had acquaintance with Gloria yet. To Francis River, the heart of the city. Comrade River, in a recent speech to the workers of the seal and wax and ink industrial complex, Comrade Joseph Steele said the following: "The triumph of our social system is inevitable. All the pitiful efforts of our spiteful critics are not only pointless, They empower us, give us strength for future accomplishments, achievements, and discoveries. The wisdom of our leader is indisputable, and we are so fortunate to have those words saved with newsreel for our descendants. Future generations would never forgive us for such loss. Unfortunately, only a few people in Iron One care about these generations. Indeed, nothing can be compared with Comrade Steele's speech, but isn't there anything worth interest in our lives? Of course there is. This arrival of the new machinery at the plant, record milk production, the anniversary of our wonderful newspaper. All these things deserve to be documented on film. It is just that no one ever thinks about it. But I have found a solution, and I think it is incredible. Instead of spending public money on staff newsreel men, we can organize a club of amateur filmmakers. In this club, everyone will get a chance to practice with the camera and learn the basic skills for free. Members of the club will only be required to attend the important events of our city and to shoot them properly. It is a win-win situation. Besides, the region is more willing to fund vocational training clubs. I know how it works as I am myself a teacher. Okay. A teacher should teach children, not me. There won't be any new clubs. Such a wonderful idea, but the way I look pretty good on film. Well, so just out of nowhere, we, the head of the city, have a little suggestion from our glorious citizens in the glorious city of Iron One to shoot some films. Do you think they will shoot some positive films about party, about me? Of course. Take my money. You eagerly supported Gloria Ridley's idea. With your help, the residents of Iron One are enthusiastically exploring the working principles of 3 old motion picture cameras written off from the film studio in the capital. Very good, very good. Carl Beckett. This is doctor. Right, it's a doctor. To Comrade Francis River, head of the City Committee of Iron One. Good afternoon, Comrade River. Usually the passion flow increases in autumn, and this year is no exception. At the same time, the total consumption of hypoallergenic medicines is also increasing. Unfortunately, at the moment we are running low on supplies. Please send a request to the regional committee to deliver a new batch of medicine to our hospital as soon as possible. It is very difficult to treat people without the necessary medication. Yes, sure. Medicine is very important. And it's only 2,000. In response to your request, the regional committee explained that the necessary amount of medicine has already been allocated, and the responsibility for the excess expenditure lies solely with the hospital administration. You are advised to monitor the city services more closely. So, we didn't get any medicine, right? And I spent 2,000 for what exactly? I am sorry. This is Major Heinrich Richter, Deputy Head of the Iron One Integrity Division of Physical Training. Physical Training, okay. To Comrade Francis River, head of the City Committee of Iron One. Comrade River, I ask you to allocate a segment of the National Sports Complex to the needs of the Integrity Division, so the police officers could do their physical training, while the gym at headquarters is closed for planned repairs. A room is required from 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. on weekdays. National Sports Complex. Okay, so we have a National Sports Complex, and Integrity Division wants it for weekdays from 5 to 7:30. Well, it's not a big plea. I think we can satisfy it. Will not be happy. Well, who cares? The healthier the police officers are, the more criminals they will catch. Makes sense. Is there an easier way? No. Give them green light. We agreed to provide sports facilities, and the administration of the sports complex had to comply. We hope that soon there will be more beautiful, fit men in uniforms on the streets of Iron One. Yes, we hope in that. This is from Martin Bleistift, или Blistift. A clown pretending to be a director. Interesting signature. Interesting. Okay, Martin, what do you have to write to us? Miners District. To Comrade Francis River. Hello, my name is Martin Blistift. Let him be Blistift for now. I am the acting director of the circus, and I am writing to you as a colleague. Just kidding. But in fact, we have less and less reasons to tell jokes these days. We have no money left at all, which in turn means there are no new performances. Without performances, the audience loses interest. Who wants to look at the same old mangy monkey if one can go to any store and ask to speak with the manager? Ha, another joke. Okay, jokes aside, I think we're about to be shut soon. Last month, the previous director retired and no one was appointed to take his position yet. So I have to deal with tons of paperwork, which makes me forget about my aptitude for stage performance. Frankly speaking, I make people laugh much better than I manage finances. Although things are not that bad, yesterday my partner in acrobatic acts, Katie, and I came up with an idea of a mobile zoo with exotic animals, a revolutionary project. It is going to be huge. We will set up outdoor cages that can be used as mini arenas for small performances. Just imagine the joy it will bring to the children. The parents are going to like the performance as well, especially if the repertoire is updated from time to time. This venture's potential is hard to overstate. Unfortunately, the project will require a large amount of money, but just a few cages and a new tamer would be enough to get things moving, which is not so expensive. We will prepare a demonstration and do our best, so the audience will certainly appreciate our efforts, and we will sell out. The regional authorities will understand how important it is to encourage talented and initiative artists, and Iron One will get a new point of interest that I am not afraid to say will attract visitors from all over the country, just like a magnet attracts iron shavings. Well, you write good, and if we think, like really think, throughout the time, the clowns, funny people, kind of were some kind of, how do you say it, like bringing ease of life to common citizens who had many hardships to overcome in their lives. Crops are not growing, no food, always hungry, some lord comes and takes everything I have. A lot of hardships, and clowns, usually you see a clown, he sings something, you beat him, you feel better, right? With animals, same story, but here clowns are becoming smarter, right? You don't need to beat a clown. You can just see how clown beats an animal, and you are happy. Animals beaten, very cool. Right, just same idea of what was in the ancient Rome with Coliseum and fights to death, right? Here we're just more civilized humanism, right? Well, not current humanism, but humanism of the 20th century, something like that. Oh, animals fight, very funny. So I think in our society, where we are not too progressive, right, people are kind of under some kind of global commune ideology, and I think they will like it. Let's give people joy. He agreed to finance Bliss Stift's idea. The show didn't make the promised furore, but it did attract a lot of attention. Direction helped the circus stay afloat. Well, that is good. That is good enough for me. Good enough for me. Okay, what else do we have for today? Let's see. Yes, Helen? Yes, Helen. Good to see you. Francis, Comrade Copper is here. Let him in, Helen. Yes. Copper, my friend Ray. Why are you so angry? Hi, Chief. I have important news. What happened? The Integrity Division wants to pass judgment on our serial killer tomorrow. As I understand, Chester's superiors from the region found out that happened and ordered to deal with it ASAP. It is likely that they are looking for a suitable scapegoat in now. Damn it. Well, okay, let me think. What if I'll take the case under my personal control? Risky, but makes sense. You will however pay reputation costs in the eyes of the party should anything happen. I don't care. I won't be removed from office for that, and we have to find the murderer anyway. Any ideas about what we should do next? I'll call Strasser, let him hold the police for a while. He will still have time to visit someone and talk in person, face to face. But you have to decide where we go, Frank. We need to look at the case files again. Yes, I'll take a look. Let's take a look. So, we were talking about Emma Dormer last time, that she might be an accomplice to some other murderer, but I remembered that victims were not actually stabbed in the back, they were stabbed in the front. Can we actually somehow see the pictures? Are there any pictures? Maybe some Tumblr somewhere. No, I don't see any Tumblr. Okay, just not press this cross, because we'll probably have to make a decision. Emma Dormer, like, very, very suspicious. She could potentially do something, and jewelry near the corpses of deceived people, like jewelry is a very woman thing to do, like associate feelings with jewelry. Usually men are much more cold to jewelry and stuff. And she also very hot and redhead, right? Like maybe very passionate mind. Anna Turner doesn't look like she really is something. Like just a gray mouse. She is either very smart gray mouse, and it can be because we don't really have a lot of information about her, like very little information. And in light of that, she can be a killer, but I can't really say given our current information. Walter Weiss, as I understand, I don't really understand how he is even connected to all that. It's about, right, it's about reform of health insurance reform, and I was talking that he was a strike activist and all of that, but murderer, it takes a lot more. There should be some kind of personal motive, right? And jewelry, no idea how he could be connected to the jewelry. And Ronald Ryan, it's a drunkard we found at the bar we went. And he just didn't seem as a suitable person. He like drunken killings, right? When I think of him, he might be also this kind of a guy who had some love. We can imagine a story like that, right? That he was in love with that Anna Turner, for example, and she said that no, I don't want to have any relationship with you anymore, and he was killing her lovers and left some jewelry. So Emma Dormer or Ronald Ryan, two most probable suspects, given the amount of information we have and given the amount of information I managed to remember. I will go with Emma Dormer this time, because Ronald Ryan seems like a less likely candidate to me. Emma Dormer. Well, finish your work. I'll wait you for downstairs, and try to be quick, okay? As if you ever met an official as prompt as I am. No comment. Okay. Is Helen... No. Okay, so let's just go and finish the day. Just 9. Oh, it's probably for the metal tubes, and just 9. Bazaar District -11. Oh my god. This is about the shooting. The madman and the shooting. Okay. Yes. I just wanted to see you again. Nothing personal. Francis? Hi. You're a murderer. Hello, Emma. It seems you're a little late. Yes. Sorry about that day. I had a ton of work. It's fine. I just remembered the thought I had like during the day. That's Emma. We drank with her some alcohol, some booze, and we went out, and nothing happened to me, right? So she didn't really. I don't really have anything specific on her, and I saw that if I came out alive, yeah, that could mean that I'm not connected to. It's not for the money, right? Not for the money anyway, because if someone kills somebody and leaves pieces of jewelry of one particular person, this is always a murder of passion, right? Something like that. So I wouldn't be involved if I'm not a part of a bigger story. So let's go with that. It's fine. Emma, we're here for a reason, actually. By the way, it's Ryan Cooper, my friend and head of the political department. Nice to meet you, Comrade Cooper. Okay, let's go to the kitchen. Tea? I wouldn't say no. What a great idea. Emma, we came to talk about the recent murders. She has like a beautiful face. It's like a photography, right? It's a photography with red hair, like orange hair, but red orange hair. We are all like drawn with a pencil, and she has a real face. Yes, policemen talked to me about them. Could you help me with that? Not that I wanted to go somewhere, but the travel restriction is a bit unnerving. I feel like someone is always keeping an eye on me. It's hard to sleep. I tried not to leave my home in recent days. You have to help us, Emma. But I've already told everything I know. Yes, I really was going to meet them for a friendly chit-chat. Nothing more. Emma, no one is judging you for... about what happened. Just answer a few questions, okay? Tell me, please, where were you on those days' evenings? I was, it depends. At the bar or at home? I don't remember, Francis. I'm sorry. I have the memory of a goldfish. Emma, try to remember. Excuse me, Comrade Copper. Oh, she's touching. He's touching her. Ooh. Just call me Rain, Emma. Oh, he's too handsome. She will not resist and tell us everything. Yes, but please understand. I really want to remember, but I can't. Just one thought of everything that has happened makes me sick. You don't think that it was me, right? We just have to check everything that may be related to the case. Maybe you know someone who would want to hurt them? No, I think all of them have just recently received new posts. It is unlikely that they would have managed to make enemies so quickly. And the women who are gone into the same seats, they are completely harmless and certainly would not do anything like that. I think we're done here. Frank? Yes, Emma, sorry for bothering you. Oh, I actually thought that we were going to arrest Emma. It was fine. Good morning, Francis. Good morning, Helen. We've received one more complaint about our restless comrade Shallow. No, please not him again. Anyway, leave it on the table. I also brought you the newspaper. You'll enjoy it, I think. I'm not a blind kitten, Helen. Oh, sorry, that must have sounded rude. I mean, yes, I noticed. Just had a hard day. Yesterday, yes. It's all right, Francis. Oh, thanks, Helen. You are always so understanding. What about a cup of coffee? Or a cup of tea? You don't look well. Yeah, that would be great, thanks. Helen, you always know what I need most. So what will it be? Tea or coffee? Tea with milk, I like the way you make it. Well, I actually would prefer coffee, but we don't really have a choice. So it'd be tea with milk. Actually, up until recently, I really liked tea with milk. But then I thought that maybe milk is not the best option, given my age. So I drink water mostly nowadays. My tea isn't actually better than anyone else's. There is no science to it. Oh, Helen. There is no need to science, just from you, if it is from you. DSD for dispatch 0. Yeah, I think this should be 1. Like, should be 1, and then the next day should be a dispatch. I don't think it is correct to say days before dispatch 0. Okay. So just repeat what we did previous time. We need some crops. Let's go with crops. And we need some oil. Let's go with oil. And we need some drinks. Let's go with some drinks. Maybe a little less drinks. This time just 6. And let's go with medicine. Medicine is here. We need a lot of medicine always. And some workers. Alright. We have 25. We will have 57. 52. 57 next time, and 50 will be taken from us, so we need some more. Intensive. Yes, please. Intensive operation mode, and this means we can allow more workers and more booze. Yes. We have in store 13. We will have enough next time. Okay. SimCity simulator over. Let's go back to the real business. Oh, tea with milk. Oh, Helen. Your tea, Francis. Thanks, Helen. You look so beautiful today. You're welcome. Oh, usually the door is open. Wait a minute, Helen. Take a seat, please. Take a seat. Okay. I'm your superior. What do you think about everything that's going on? Seems to me that's out of my hands, Francis. Helen, making tea isn't the only thing you can do. You're much smarter. I would even say that I am sorry you're wasting your time on this, and you're probably one of the few people here I can trust. Oh, of course, I can trust you. We've seen each other for a week now. It's the whole week. I would help you with pleasure, Francis, but I really don't understand what you want to hear. I'm glad that you trust me, it's mutual. I hope I won't let you down. Oh, so intimate. It seems very strange to me that you didn't receive an administrative position. You could as well be in my chair, considering that... I'm sorry, I should probably stop. Do you mean my father's links and the new course? Yes, I perhaps could receive a position, but I'm not a party member. Why is that so? We all have our reasons, Francis. Excuse me, but I don't want to talk about it. Don't take it personally. Oh, it seems you're not the only one to have a poor choice of words today. It's alright. I understand. I'd better go, Francis, and if you need my help, give me a call. Bye, Helen. See you. It's not like you're going for too long, too far away. Okay, let's read the paper. Iron Herald, number 38. Born under the orange sun. Comrades, as you know, Remembrance Day is approaching, when we honor the heroes of the Great Orange Revolution who fought for our bright future. In this small article, I gathered the names, addresses, and phone numbers of the participants in those events. I hope you'll find a couple of minutes to congratulate these great people. Okay, Alistair Shallow. Oh, no. Alistair Shallow. No. He is that madman who told about the noise in the apartment above him, and we sent police, and there was just an old lady and nothing really happened. Myrtle Ramsey. Well, we didn't have had happiness of seeing him yet. Monica Becker. Benedict Bennett. Okay, so far not familiar names to me. The counter-revolution was stopped. The revolt of the Rev Socialist underground group was prevented in the city. On September 19th, an unsuccessful attempt of an anti-commune revolt was made in our glorious city, which fortunately was successfully suppressed by the police. Oh, it's about the strike, I think. The leaders of this dastardly rebellion against the power of the working people were arrested, including the instigator, union leader Jack Reed, who was considered an upstanding member of society. However, according to the information received from the Integrity Division, Reed was a member of a Rev Socialist sleeper cell and paved the way to revolt for many years. The fear of being revealed by our valiant intelligence services forced him to act earlier than he expected, making it possible to uncover the entire conspiracy against the Union. Comrades, be careful. Do not let the enemies of the working people mislead you. Commentary Sarah Chester. I hope it's commentary. Maybe Communard Sarah Chester. Yeah, that sounds better. The Altstadt region was chosen to be an advanced development region. Since September 20, 1988, the Altstadt region of the Corvin Commune will have the status of an advanced development region, according to the Communion Executive Committee Resolution number 13/89 of 14th September 1988. New legislation and regulations regarding the economic and political activities of citizens will apply in the Altstadt region. Of course, all these innovations will be valid in our glorious Iron 1 too. Iron 1 tool. So this Altstadt region was shown to be advanced development. What does it mean, advanced development region? New legislation, regulation regarding economic and political activities. So it's kind of reforms, right? Some kind of political and economic reforms, but of course political reforms are kind of narrow. Okay, let's go to this thing here. Okay, and we don't have a crisis anymore, right? Strike breaker, and here Bazaar district again. Okay, let's Bazaar district disappointed, Wolfram district indifferent, Miners district disappointed, Orion district calm. Okay, so I think Bazaar district we need to pour some money in, I believe. From Jan Kipler. Comrade River, turns out this deserter Rudolf Kramer did have grenades after all, and when our valiant Integrity Division officers started shooting at him, he had the villainy to blow them up. I don't know if the bastard expected such an effect, or it was a terrible accident, but as the grenades exploded, the household gas pipe also blew up. Almost everyone who was in the apartment died. Only the policeman survived. He was literally thrown out through the door. Now the hero is in the hospital. The building is very damaged. He will probably have to demolish it. We will probably have to... Oh. But where are we going to move the people? Dozens of workers have been left without a place to live. Oh my god, this turned out so badly. He had grenades, he broke a gas pipe and it exploded. Oh my god. Whole building is going to be demolished. What? Is this because just a lot of... I had to pour a lot of money, like 6,000, 12,000, and it was a signal that, oh, maybe something bad will happen if you don't do this, Comrade River? Well, maybe you could have given me a better story explaining the situation. Not with money, with words. Yeah, 12,000 again. Hotel rooms? Huh, hotel rooms. We'll locate the victims into the dorms, then we'll see what happens next. Yes, to the dorms. This is kind of good, but lol. Hotel rooms. They're workers. Which hotel rooms? You made the most obvious and inexpensive decision. Now the homeless citizens are trying to feel at home in relatively new rooms, and you are happy that there were enough rooms for everyone while trying not to think about the future at the same time. Yes, very good. Just build a new house. LOL. Strike breaker. This made it clear. Oh, we sent someone bulky to resolve the question with Beauvoir. This made it clear that Beauvoir had some kind of a plan, most likely related to seizing control of the Union, but something had stopped him. Success! The agent caught Beauvoir and actually pushed him against the wall for a little while. So, and only thing we have is that he had some kind of a plan. Well, great work, everybody. Great work. Beauvoir is panicking, he clearly needs help. If we help him, he might start trusting us. Oh, is this really an option? The comrade clearly has a guilty conscience. We need to keep pushing to make him speak. Verbally, of course, we Definitely do not want any union members beaten up. Well, is this first option also speaking? I feel like this too is speaking, but the second one is clearly speaking. So if we choose our best speaker here, Catherine Hirsch, she will be the best one to do the job for speaking. But first one, he need help. I will just choose the option that I'm sure we have a best person and it needs speaking skills. So our only good speaker, Catherine Hirsch, please. Okay, everything is resolved. We read the newspaper and the papers. Yes, the papers. Okay, we have a bunch today. Let's go through them quickly and resolve some human destinies today. Comrade Holger Hayes. To Comrade Francis River, head of the City Committee of Iron One. Comrade Head of the City Committee, I understand that our union exists for the sake of the interests of the working people, but there must be some limits. Yesterday, our glorious workers were making noise right under my windows up until late at night. And in the morning, we found that the entire yard was covered in mud and litter. We had to clean all of this ourselves. Meetings as a way of expressing opinions are fine, as long as the demonstrators do not disturb the lives of others. Please, work this out. I don't even know. Send someone over or something. Here's the address. Revolutionary Avenue 7. Well, I definitely like the address. I'll give you that. We have two options. Have the municipal service send the janitors right after the meetings, which is kind of weak. I do not recall the city committee to be in charge of cleaning the streets. He should write to someone else. Well, we kind of don't want to send janitors, or we kind of want to frighten these demonstrants. This is why we put so much money into police, into integrity division. This is why we are trying to so hard to have good relationships with the Chester family. Why do I not have an option to threaten all these strikers and demonstrants and beat them up? Like, find them, make a showcase of what they have done to this poor man's yard. Okay. If we send some janitors, it will not help the city at large, and we should remember we don't care about Holger gaze, we care about public opinion. And public opinion probably will not be good enough for 1,000. But maybe 1,000 is not a lot. Right, it seems like 1,000 is not a lot money. So we can probably afford it. It's good public relation anyway, right? It's just not something worse that will be written in the newspaper, right? But 1,000. Okay, today I'm very kind. You contacted the municipal services and issued the necessary instructions. The janitors will clean the streets right after the public meetings. Okay. Alistair Shallow, this madman. Comrade Francis River, head of the City Committee of Iron One. I really can't take it anymore, Comrade River. I don't know if you took the necessary measures. Noise remains. I can't sleep. I can't do nothing. Indeed, is it so hard to manage these dumb noisemakers? You are responsible for all citizens and therefore me. Take responsibility and get rid of vandals in my home. I count on you, god damn it. He's just been rude. Enough is enough. Something is definitely bugging commercial. Send municipal workers. We have already sent the police, and now I'm really curious why the police just didn't break into the house and like did everything the police usually does, like get all the computers. Oh, sorry, they have no computers. Of course, we live in a communist society. No computers for you, my friends. Take all the radios, get the history of what the radios were playing. Right, this could be just an old lady, and we probably can send municipal workers. I'm really interested what's going to be. Okay. Today I'm making a lot of decisions that I wouldn't have made the other day, but now I'm interested. Municipal workers have arrived to his address and were unpleasantly surprised by foul-mouthed old man Shallow and the utter lack of any loud noises coming from upstairs. Foul-mouthed. Okay. So nothing interesting. So I have spent 2000 coins on this man and the game did not give me anything interesting. Did the game teach me a lesson? No, I was just interested in the outcome. That's all. Christian Kramer with just one M. Hello, comrade of the city, comrade head of the city. My wife, Magda, suggested an interesting idea. Why don't we organize a city-wide sale of old books? The children can take any book they want for free, and the adults can buy them for a low price. I propose to donate all proceedings to charity. For example, we can buy a gift for the children from the orphanage, a TV or even new furniture. And if by the end there is some money left, a New Year party for kids on Communal Square can be arranged. As a result, everyone will benefit from the sale. I'm looking forward to your reply. Oh well, we have books. That is very unexpected. We still have books. Didn't these people read how many 451 Fahrenheit degree Fahrenheit? Didn't they read this book? Oh, of course. I mean, they have books. Why haven't the head of the Communion Party read this book, I wonder? We should burn all books. Who needs old books anyway? Denied. I want the third option, to burn these books. To go to them and burn these books. Smart people are no fun for the Communist Party. You sincerely believe that books will soon become an outdated format. We have movies and TV now. Yes. Movies, TV, radio, it's all better at brainwashing than books. Books are kind of lengthy and you have to very cautiously censor stuff, redact stuff. Write books is very hard. You have to spend weeks redacting some books. Right, but TV, shows, movies, a lot easier. Just an hour or an hour and a half. From Jan Kipler. Okay. Hello, Comrade River. Yesterday the wastewater filtration system at the Klaus Wolfram meteorological plant broke down. Too bad, as it was once considered one of the most advanced systems in the UPOC. Fortunately, the incident was quickly resolved and there was no irreparable damage to nature. However, we have received complaints from fishing enthusiasts and swimmers. I too was surprised that there were people swimming outdoors in September about the water pollution in the Eastern Groids River. The river definitely needs to be cleaned from the plant waste, and for that we will need specialists from the region. Please make an official request on our behalf. What is she stupid? Water itself will wash all the filth away. Very smart, Comrade River. Let them do their job. So it's like, I will not help you, you do your job. Okay, we'll send a request to the regional committee. Okay, this is ecological problem. I believe strongly that ecological problems are very important ones. So I think we need to spend some money on it, because otherwise river, we can have no fish, the fish will die, we'll have a shortage of food, right? And all of that, the like good water, good drinking water. Helen will not make my favorite tea with milk again. It will be stinky water. No, please. The bureaucratic machine of the UPOC does not always work as fast as you would like it to. The regional committee of the party has processed your request and granted it, but the date for the commencement of work is not encouraging. It's next year. The city committee had to ban swimming and fishing in the Eastern Groves River for the time being. However, the citizens and the livelihood committee are grateful to you for trying. I hate it. Just send me someone. We have an ecological crisis here. And what are you doing? From Jean Kipler again. Okay. Hello, Comrade River. Recent research shows that trams are the most environment-friendly, cheap and convenient form of public transport. Having carefully considered the results of the work of our brilliant experts, I come to the conclusion that it is high time to reform the urban transportation system and requested the necessary project. Of course, it will require substantial funds from the city budget, but in the long run, the new transportation network will significantly improve the living condition of the citizens of Iron One. The project was developed together with the architects from Altstadt and Kensfors, as well as urban and transportation systems experts from Covington. I hope you will be truly impressed by the amount of work that has been done, and that you will approve the start of the works. Best regards, John Kipler, head of the Livelihood Committee of Iron One. Well, I think we should go with the initiative. It seems that they did some homework. There are architects from Altstadt and Kensfors, and experts from Corvington, and they all seem to, at least on words, agree to do something. Yes. And Jan Kipler, I believe we should be in good relationships with her, even if she is Kentish. Is this right? Where is Jan Kipler? Yes, she's Corvinian. She is even Corvinian. Like, no reason whatsoever not to play alone with her. Yes, that's a proof. All this is great, but there is no money for it. We should have consulted the city committee before requesting anything. This is an excellent idea, but not for our budget. We need to write to the region. Oh, okay. Can I make a call to the region? Is this a matter of how? We need an unscheduled increase in funding. This time, okay, 30%. Thank you, goodbye. Okay, we get 30k for 30%. Oh, 40k. Okay, so next time we should have an increase from 41%. Do we have enough money now? Oh, okay, we need to write to the region. Okay. You have sent a request to the regional committee. As expected, they refused, with excuses regarding the amount of necessary work. However, your attempt was much appreciated by Comrade Kipler. Okay, that is good. I like that my attempt is appreciated. Oh, Helen? You are always welcome. Come in. Francis, you have visitors. It's Comrade Strasser and Comrade Copper. Okay. Detective River is on duty today. Strasser. Sir. Long time no see. And Copper. Oh, Ray. Hello, Frank. Hello, Comrade Strasser. Hi, Ray. Hi, Frank. Good job yesterday, guys. Thank you, Comrade Strasser. I brought the interrogation records from the Integrity Division and the materials that Train and I were able to dig up. I also added parts of my last case there. Maybe something will be useful to you. Take a look. This seems all the same, we have some attachments. Oh. Oh. Did we have this before? Oh. Okay, I think this will be a good point to take a pause. We will continue with this case later. A lot of stuff to read and very interesting. I'm thrilled to see if Emma Dormer is the real suspect. So for everyone watching, please subscribe, like, if you like it. Of course, if you watched till the end, you must subscribe. And see you next time. Bye bye and have a good day.